In this video, I'll be explaining the pattern drafting principles required to make a draped halter mini dress with a plunging keyhole neckline that fits perfectly without any form of gaping. First off, let's start with the pattern drafting, then we move to the cutting and the complete sewing guide. Come, let's do this together. Hey so lovelies, welcome to Sew with Nolia channel. On my drafting table today is this gorgeous plunging halter keyhole mini dress. Come along with me as I take you through the process of how this was made. All right, so I have my front and back dress pattern with me. As you can see, put the back aside while we work on the front dress pattern. First off, I'll plot the halter neckline. As you can see on this picture, you realize the width of the plot neckline is around 2 inches to 2 1/4. This is 2 1/4 along my shoulder line, and the halter neckline stops on the underbust. I'll connect this to the underbust length. Of course, this will touch here, but later on, after throwing the side that, we will fine-tune that. But now I will connect here to my underbust like so. So this is what we'll have. This is where contouring principle comes in. You cannot just cut this and expect it to lay nicely on your body. It will lose its shape. So what we are going to do is to introduce what we call contouring principle or contouring technique. So to do this properly, I will impute my bust radius, which is nipple point to underbust. I'll plot it around as my bust mold. So this is 3.5 inches. So I'll do this quickly to form a bust mold, showing us where our bust will sit. Plot around the 3.5. I'll do this quickly and we'll continue from there. Right, I haven't plotted this. The next thing will be to impute the contour guidelines. For halter neckline, I'll be using contour guideline 2 and contour guideline 3. This is where the breast will be sitting. The second guideline is shoulder tip touching the nipple point, and we'll contour here. And the third one too, because it passes around the armhole. If you don't contour here, it will gap. So you contour here, touching the armhole. So from this line, I will measure 1/2 inch, and from this other one, I will measure 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter, and we'll connect it back to my bust point, like so, like so. So from here now, you connect it back to the shoulder tip. So we have to close this up. So this is contouring guideline 2 and this is contouring guideline 3. After this is done, the next thing will be to add paper to this part so that we can complete the halter neckline. Before drafting your pattern, you should leave some space here, but I have this drafted already, that's why. Now to plot the neckline, we'll grab our back pattern, measure what we have on the neckline. It gives me 3 1/4. The half back neckline of 3 1/4, you take it up and measure 3 1/4. Then now the width, so this is 2 1/4. I can do the same thing and blend it into here. So for now, for this, we'll still be extending here as much as we want for the rope at the back. Let's finalize the neckline. But before we do that, we have to plot the keyhole on the underbust coming to the waistline. And this is my underbust line. So on the underbust, I will go inward by 1/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch into 2 will be 1 1/2 opening. I will come to the waistline and form the keyhole. If you don't want it to rest on your waistline, you can come up by 1/2 inch, like so. This will be cut off. Let's complete the neckline. Come to the nipple point and measure 3/4 of an inch again. This is just a guideline. Then here you have to consider how open you want this part to be. So I'm looking at 1 inch or 1 1/4. So I'll connect all the points together. Connect this to the 1 1/4, bring it to the neckline. So it will come all the way to the back, like so. Then for this part to rest well, we will introduce another contouring guide here, which is the one on the center front on the nipple point. and I will come down by 1/4 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch upward. You can do 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter. So let's do 3/4 to 1/4 and 1/4. Then I'll connect it to the center front. All of this must be done if you want it to sit nicely on your body without gaping or losing its shape. So I'll cut this off, then later on we'll through all of this that we have introduced. We'll through here later. I just want to cut this out so that it's giving us what it should give. If you have any question at this point, go ahead and ask in the comments, and I'll be glad to respond to your questions. So this is what we'll have on the front. I'll cut this off. I'll be adding paper to this later for our long rope at the back. So this is what we'll have on the front, as you can see. I'll leave this now, then we'll come back to close all of this that we have introduced. Let's quickly work on the lower part. This is the skirt part. This is my waistline. I didn't know this was not recorded. So the next thing will be to plot the side fullness. So from the waistline, come down by 4.5 inches to 5 inches, like this. Here I use 4.5 inches. On the hemline, you can maintain the half bust span or bring it inward, make it 4 inches. Come here, make it 4 inches, or the 3.5 inches bust span. So then connect it to this 4.5 inches. So I'll use this 4 inches to demonstrate this. It wasn't recording, so that's why I'm taking this part. So I'll go ahead, cut this off. Came down by 4.5. This must be done on the back too. So we'll slash and spread this. All we just need to do is add fullness to this part. Then we'll label 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for the front. So I'll put this aside for now. The part where you have the joining is on the underbust. Cut along the underbust. So I have my bodice from the underbust and I have this. So I will separate the dart now, and we'll have the side front and center front. So you can just bring it like so and cut off. If it was the bust span, you just cut it like so all the way and eliminate your dart. But because that part didn't record and I had to explain to us, that's why I used 4. So I'll just come like this. Or if in case you don't want to separate it, you can just mark your darts on your fabric and sew. This is another way, and I think I will leave it like that, so that it will be easier for me when I'm taping this together to show us what our dress will look like. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So you can leave it like this on your fabric, sew your dart. But if you want to separate it, just cut it touching it so that you have this and you have this. But I'll leave this like so. So this is what I will have. So we'll slash this and spread this and we'll fix it back here. So we'll leave this now and continue to work on the bodice. All right, this is our dart. I will close all of this dart and bring it at the underbust part. Slash it all the way to the bust point, then close here and through the side excess. Then the next thing will be to close here and transfer it here. Just slash one of that legs up to the bust point and overlap. You see it has moved to the underbust, thereby tightening this armhole. Slash one of the dart lines, then overlap here as well. Here will be tighter. Tape in place. Go ahead, close this up and we'll reshape the halter neck design. The one on the center front, we'll close it as well. Let me just cut this off so that you see the darts we have here. You know the leftover darts we have here after cutting the underbust. This is the dart we have here. So this way you get to see the whole of the fullness has transferred to the underbust. So if you need paper, you add paper to this and fine tune. So next step is to finish off this side and bring it to the side like so. If you need to add paper, you might add paper, but I think at this point it is fine. So bring it to the underbust. Now, because we have introduced our contouring guideline 2 and 3 to this armhole and the shoulder teeth, our halter neckline design will rest well. So I'll go ahead and cut this. So this is what we will have. I'll put this aside, then we'll work on the back. Then we will now slash and spread this for fullness that will be added to this part. This is coming together nicely already. Yes or no? Let me hear your yes in the comments. All right, I have this side and this stopping on the underbust. Let's quickly work on the back. This is side seam, so you can align this on the hip line together with this and trace it out. Confirm here. We went down by 4.5. Can you see? If I want to use my nipple to nipple, they have bust span. On the back it is 4/4. You see, this is exactly 4.25. So I want to separate it into panels like CB, side B. I'll extend it touching here. Separate this. So the same thing we did here, we'll add fullness to this. 5B, 6 back, 7 back, 8 back. This will be put together for fullness later. So having cut out this, the next thing will be to locate where this will be cut off at the back. So grab the front to my waistline. So measure, this is 3.5 inches. So from the waistline on the back, I will measure the 3.5 inches, and that will be the underbust line. I like to contour the neckline from my shoulder to my chest line. I'll get the midpoint. Just square this line all the way up, connect to the dart line like so. This has introduced some form of tightening to the back. But before I cut this, if you are the type that your zipper always bulges on the center back, go ahead and do this. I have a detailed tutorial on this. Tape. Cut off the excess. Cut off this underbust. You don't need this at all. You might mark this on your fabric. Or if you want to separate it, just go ahead and cut it. But to give you a view of what this will look like, I'll be just cutting out the darts. Let's confirm that the side front and the side back will be the same. The 4.5 we went down by. These two parts that were cut off. So put this together, slash and spread, and fix back. The purpose of this tutorial, I will just cut this into 2. Grab my gum this on the paper underneath. I'm going to be making an equal fullness, meaning whatever we add here is what we'll be adding here. This is 3.25. Connect the hemline together like so. Then here, you try and close this off like so. So we'll cut 2 of this, and here will be gathered. It will be fixed into here. Checking the picture, I realized that they went inward a bit. So from the side front, maybe 1 inch, and connect it to the side. You can come inward even more than this. This is 1.5. You won't be showing your body. And remember, we've contoured here. So I'll cut the 1.5 inches off. Now let's add fullness to this. From the nipple point to this, like so. Before you slash and spread this, you have to first trace this out. That way you get to know what you should have here. This is 3 inches. So trace it out like so. This will serve as the base for controlling the fullness eventually. You know what this will do? It will make the bust area to cup very well, and your breast will sit nicely in here. So don't make a mistake of labeling. This is neckline, armhole or side. So I'll put this aside and continue with our slash and spread. 5. I'll slash everything and spread on another paper. Right, this is what we'll have after spreading this. Connect all of this together. This is what we'll drape over this one. I'm cutting this without any allowance. This is the base, and I've put the darts together. This will allow the breast to sit well. This is what we got from slash and spread. This paper is really hard, so I've gone ahead to trace it on this soft paper. So I'll just demonstrate how this will be done. And I've labeled this neckline and armhole area. So this is my neckline. So I have this. Of course, this will be 2, but I'm showing us just one side. It is symmetrical. Gather here and ensure we have this 2.5 inches. So you gather here. After gathering here and gathering the bottom, You place the right side of the neckline against the right side of the base. You do the same thing here. Then you will turn it from here. What I've managed to do this. You know, this is paper. It won't be easy to do, but at least this is just to give us a clue of how this will look like. Remember the rope that goes to the back? I've cut this paper. Just make sure you cut long ropes. This will be for this side. You attach it, and this can be tied at the back, some part of our dress. This is the side fullness we have. This is just for one side, but when cutting this, cut two of this so that you have the full dress. So this is the side joining you have here, and this is what we will have on the back. This is the keyhole. The keyhole on the front, we went inward by 3/4 of an inch. It will be like this, and it will stop 1.5 inches away from here. So I'll tape this together and explain what we'll do here. So this is what the front will look like. The rope. This is the keyhole. How to finish off the center front all the way to the center back of our dress. So you get strip of fabric, that strip to bind this part, to pipe this part as a form of finishing. The waist circumference of this dress is 30 inches. In total, it will be 15 inches here. So I've got this strip of fabric 1.5 inches in width by 30 inches. So, and I folded it into two. So I'm assuming this is a full dress now. What you will need to do, because of the keyhole on the center front, so on this bias strip, I'll come inward by that value of 3/4 of an inch keyhole. This is my 3/4 of an inch. So in total, when you open it up, you will have the spacing of 1.5 inches. So this will be placed like this. Can you see? And you have this spacing. And you place it like this, and this will go to the other side of our dress. You place it like this, stitch with 1/2 an inch, and fold it over and sew it over it. Because here too, you have that spacing of 1.5 inch, and this will come all the way to the back. We'll finish off this part. So this will be placed like this. This is not easy to demonstrate because paper won't behave like what fabric would. Afterwards, you add your bow here. So at this point, if you have yet to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and do so now. If you'd like to see a detailed tutorial on the contouring principle, let me see in the comments and I will be glad to do that for you. To see my other tutorials, check here. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.